Hi friends, welcome to Triple E Students YouTube channel. In the last video, we are going to know about the problem for the mechanical rotational system. In this video, we are going to know about the electrical systems. Okay, we are going to find the transfer function for the electrical systems. So these electrical systems can be obtained by using the elements like resistor, inductor and capacitor. Okay, like what we in the previous sections we are discussed about the mechanical translation system and mechanical rotation system. There the basic elements are mass, dashpot and spring, like that. Here the basic elements are RLC elements. Okay, so these are the basic elements for the electrical system. Okay, so by using the voltage current relations, we are going to find out the differential equations of the electrical system. Like so see here, this is the resistor, so the current flowing through it is I of t, and this is the resistor and plus minus symbol, so V of t. Okay, so this is a resistor. What is the relation between the current? Now we are going to discuss about the current and voltage relations of the resistor. So from this, V of t is equals to I of t into R. So this is the voltage relation. And coming to current relation, I of t is equals to V of t by R. So this is the voltage and current relations compared to the element resistor. And coming to the next one is inductor. So L is the symbol, so I of t plus minus V of t. So I of t is the current flowing through the inductor and V of t is the voltage across the inductor, and plus and minus is the potential difference symbols. So from this, V of t is equals to L into d by dt of I of t. So this is a voltage relation between the inductor and the current. And coming to the current relation, I of t is equals to 1 by L integral V of t dt. So this is the current relation between the inductor. So these are the voltage relation, current relation for the inductor. And coming to the next one, capacitor. I of t is equals to C plus minus V of t. So now we are going to see the current and voltage relations for the capacitor. So from this, V of t is equals to 1 by C integral I of t dt. So this is the voltage relation for the capacitor. And coming to the current relation, I of t is equals to C into dV of t by dt. So these are the relations for the resistor, capacitor and inductor. So these are the relations for the resistor, capacitor and inductor for the voltage and current relations. So by using these relations, we are going to find the transfer function of the electrical system by using the two laws. First one is KCL and another one is KVL. KCL means Kirchhoff's current law and KVL means Kirchhoff's voltage law. So for by using nodal analysis, we have any nodes in the circuit, we are using the Kirchhoff's current law, and we have any loops in the circuit, we are using the Kirchhoff's voltage law. Okay, we all know about the in the previous class, in the previous sections, previous years, we all already know about the KCL and KVL. By using this current and voltage relations for the particular respective elements, we are going to find the transfer function of the electrical systems. Okay friends, now we are going to discuss about a problem here. So obtain the transfer function of the electrical network shown in the figure. So this is the problem given. This is the electrical network. See here, RC, L is not there. So in some cases we are going to add the L also. So it's a RC circuit, and here input of this total circuit is E of t. Okay, solution, input of the circuit is E of t and output is, see here, V2 of t is the output. So V2 of t. So now what is meant by transfer function? Laplace transform, the ratio of the Laplace transform output to the Laplace transform of input is known as a transfer function. So we are going to find out the transfer function is equals to, we are going to Laplace transform the E of t and V2 of t. What happens when Laplace transform of E of t is equals to Laplace transform of E of t, okay, that is equals to E of s, okay, and Laplace transform of v2 of t is equals to Laplace transform of v2 of t, that is equals to v2 of s. Now we are going to find out the transfer function of the system is equals to output by input. So v2 of s by E of s. Now we are going to find out this thing. So in the problem we are going to find out this part, okay. So before going to find out this v2 of s into e2 of s, see here for the loop there is some problem is in the circuit. See here he give the two nodes, so he mentioned nodes here, that's why we are going go for the KCL. So KCL, so nodal analysis, we are go for the nodal analysis. So for the nodal analysis we are going to convert this electrical voltage, we are convert this voltage source with a current source, okay, conversion of source transformation technique. We are going to convert this voltage source into current source. See how means the series resistor is converted into a parallel, okay. See here plus minus, so E of t, this is the voltage source with a series resistor R1, so we convert this one into a current source like this. So what happened here, E of t by R1, why? Because I is equals to V by R. By using this Ohm's law relation we convert this voltage source into a current source like this, okay, by using the source transformation technique. This source transformation technique also we learned it in the previous years in our basics of electrical engineering. We know about the for ECE students, in network analysis, for electrical students, electrical circuits, in those subjects we already learnt about this source transformation technique, okay. Now we can, by using this current source, we can rearrange the electrical circuit like this, okay. After by rearranging by source transformation technique, this circuit will becomes like this, see, circuit becomes like this, E of t by R1 and a resistor here, it is R1, and a capacitor here 1, and another resistor here and a capacitor here, see here clearly. So this is the V1 voltage at node 1, and this is node 2 V2 R2 R1 C1 C2, okay. The circuit should be like this. By after the source transformation technique, the circuit should be like this, okay. By using the nodal analysis at node 1, the circuit should be like this, okay. We can take this circuit like this. So here E of t by R1 and a resistor here R1 and a capacitor C1 and a resistor here R2. So this is the node 1, okay. So here it is a node 1, so we have V1 at the node 1. Now we are going to find the currents flowing through each and every element. So the current here is, current flowing through here is E of t by R1. And what is the current flowing through R1? So see here the voltage is V1, so the voltage across this R1 is also V1. So the voltage across R1 is V R1 is equals to V1 by R1, okay. The voltage across VR1 is V1 by R1, and sorry, I R1, current flowing through the resistor R1, so I equal to V by R, that's why V1 by R1. And coming to the capacitor, current through the capacitor is equals to, we know that what is the current relation for the capacitor, so C1 into d V1 of t by dt, here also V1 of t, okay. sorry, V1, not V1 of t, V1. Okay, and coming to the, what is the current source here? E of t by R1, and we can we have, what is the voltage across the node 1? Voltage at node 1 is V1 minus V2 by R2. Let it be V2. Okay, V1 minus V2 by R2. Now we are going to, by using the nodal analysis, sum of the currents entering into the circuit is equal to sum of the currents leaving into the circuit. See here, the entering current is this one, E of t by R1 is equals to leaving currents. Remaining all are the leaving currents. That's why V1 by R1 plus V1 minus V2 by R2 plus C1 into dV1 by dt. This is the circuit. Okay. So by applying Laplace transform, what is this one becomes? E of s by R1 is equals to V1 of s by R1 plus V1 of s by R2 minus V2 of s by R2 plus C1 s V1 of s. This is the expression. From this we are taking V1 as a common thing. Okay, I can rub this circuit diagram. See here, from this we can take V1 of s common. So V1 of s common, what is the terms remaining here? 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus C1s minus V2 of s by R2 is equals to E of s by R1. This is the expression we got at the node 1 analysis. Okay, now from at node 2, this is the node 2. Okay, at node 2 apply KCL. So what are the things present at the node 2? See here. So a capacitor is node 2 and here R2. So here the voltage is V2 minus V1 by R2 and C2 is C2 here. So from this we can write that what are the voltages, currents through the R2 is IR2 is equals to V2 minus V1 by R2, and current through C2 is equals to C2 into dV2 by dt. We know that sum of the currents entering, algebraic sum of the currents entering and leaving in the circuit is equals to 0. Here we have only two currents. So from that V2 minus V1 by R2 plus C2 into dV2 by dt is equals to 0. By applying Laplace transform, what we got? V2 of s by R2 minus V1 of s by R2 plus C2s V2 of s is equals to 0. Okay, from this equation we are going to take V2 of s common. So V2 of s common, what happens? 1 by R2 plus C2s minus V1 of s by R2 is equals to 0. From this we can rewrite the equation like this. So V1 of s by R2 is equals to, we send this minus term to that side, what happens? V2 of s into C2s plus 1 by R2. Okay, take LCM. What happens? V1 of s is equals to V2 of s into R2 C2s plus 1 by R2 by R2 gets cancelled. So from this we got that V1 of s is equals to V2 of s into 1 plus R2 C2S. Let it be equation 2. Okay, now substitute this equation 2 to equation 1. Okay, now substitute equation 2 in equation 1. So what happens? V2 of S into 1 plus R2 C2S. This is the value of V1 of S into 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus C1S minus V2 of S by R2, that is equals to E of S by R1. Okay, now take LCM this term. What happens? V2 of S into S C2 R2 plus 1 into, here the LCM is R1 R2. What happens? R1 plus, so by taking okay, so we can take this one like this, minus V2 of S by R2, that is equals to E of S by R1. Now from this expression we can take V2 of S common. Hold V2 of S common. What happens then? S C2 R2 plus 1 into R1 plus R2 plus R1 R2 C1S, okay, minus 1 by R2 whole divided by R1 R2, okay, is equals to E of S by R1. Okay, this is the expression what we got from up to here. Now we are going to, what is our overall transfer function? So V2 of S by E of S. Okay, here V2 of S, take this E of S to this side and take the whole term to that side. Okay, okay, see here. So V2 of S by E of S is equals to, see here, this term becomes up and down. Okay, so what happens? So just a minute, we can just solve one more thing here. So V2 of S into S C2 R2 plus 1 into R1 plus R2 plus R1 R2 C1S minus, what happens? R2 R1 here. Okay, R1 whole divided by R1 R2, that is equals to E of S by R1. Okay, so from this R1 gets cancelled. Okay, R1 get. Now we can change this expression like this. I can drop all these things. So from this equation it is clearly see that V2 of S by E of S, V2 of S the output voltage, output by input E of S is equals to, see here this R2 becomes numerator, goes to numerator, and remaining all the terms comes to denominator. So 1 plus S C2 R2 into R1 plus R2 plus R1 R2 C1S minus R1. So this is the overall transfer function of the electrical system what we have seen. So friends, this is the method how to find the transfer function of the electrical system by using the voltage current relations, by applying the Kirchhoff's voltage law or Kirchhoff's current law according to the given circuit. We can use those laws to find the transfer function of the system. So it is one of the easiest method to find the transfer function of the electrical system. Okay friends, thanks for watching. Thank you.